Certainly, there are many people who expect us to take a stance on this matter, waiting for us to indicate the best path to follow regarding political agendas and their respective representatives. As we have previously stated, it is evident that the changes in your world will not occur under the jurisdiction of any leader currently known on your planet, and we can affirm this with 100% certainty. Even though some of these leaders may exhibit more positive inclinations than others, generally speaking, none of them will lead the transformations and spearhead the new society that will form on Earth. The new governances are still behind the scenes, preparing to take their positions and advance their agendas, and their starting points are morally light years ahead of many of the current political discussions. As happens with many aspects of your planet, the primary intentions in this field were inspired with the goal of creating a balanced organization, guided by laws, order, and structure. However, considering that the human species has not yet achieved the necessary degree of balance and diplomacy, it became easy for agents of darkness to infiltrate human minds. Thus, something that was meant to be merely an inspiring form of organization, based on a normative and harmonious science, turned into an environment of exaggerated ego, manipulation, and distortion of important facts in your history. Furthermore, it created a scenario ripe for pursuing personal advantages, constructing narratives that keep people ignorant of everything around them. It is no coincidence that discussing extraterrestrial life remains a taboo in this context or, at best, is treated as something under analysis. Ambition and conflicts. By becoming an environment where ambition for power and manipulation reign, politics began to attract forces that naturally align with these same values. Governing has always been the desire of many souls, especially those who consider themselves superior to others. Unsurprisingly, this has caused many galactic conflicts that we ourselves have witnessed. Talking about politics inevitably means talking about governance, especially in the terrestrial context. However, genuine governance is only possible when there is love, ethics, and a true desire to collaborate with others, particularly in the case of hierarchies designated for leadership. Anything less than this, and governance in your world has become a tool for personal elevation, where many seek power merely to impose their agendas, often by force, without even allowing public opinion to become informed. Of course, there are many aspects we could explore here, from karma to the mission of a soul immersed in Earth's political sphere. Regardless, things will change, and you will be astonished by what has been hidden from you. In a scenario where respect for even the most basic laws of nature has not been honored or is not being honored, and which has brought the planet to a delicate state, requiring our more direct intervention, it is undeniable that political science should have served to guide societies, in a normative way, toward respecting these natural laws. It should also have fostered good coexistence among peoples. However, that is not what happened. Your governments, most of them, despite appearing to promote balanced policies, have done little more than create borders, divide, and pit people against one another, when the ideal would be to promote unity. Thus, the true meaning of the word politics, or what it should represent, has become something superficial. In the end, what emerges is a society in constant conflict, where it becomes difficult to introduce genuinely transformative agendas that could politically guide your civilizations toward balance. Origin of politics. The origin of the word, from the Greek term politique, which essentially meant government of the city for the common good of all citizens, starkly contrasts with what is seen today, where government often seeks only its own good and that of its allies. We are not against politics, obviously. But the way it is currently practiced in your world will neither sustain itself nor align with the agendas we bring at this moment. These agendas will be introduced gradually, and finally, politics will see its original idea truly applied. For many generations, the souls of Earth felt the need to follow leaderships, delegating control of their own paths to others deemed superior or more capable.